Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you all for watching. In this video I am going to discuss with you my predictions on what Nintendo will do with the Switch in 2018 and beyond. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell icon to stay up to date with all my future uploads. Okay, to start off, this is all pretty much going to be speculation and a little bit of wishful thinking. Now let's start off first with what we already know is actually coming in 2018, and that's two of the major games without actual dates, and that would be Kirby Star Allies and the Untitled Yoshi game. I believe one of those two games will most likely come out in spring, while the other will drop in early summer. To me, Kirby seems more of a heavy hitter, so I think that one will come out first, but whichever one does come out first doesn't really matter because I'm pretty excited for both of them honestly. But if I had to pick one I'm most excited for, it would have to be Kirby Star Allies because it looks so fun and it kind of reminds me of Kirby Mass Attack with extra characters on the screen, and that is by far one of my favorite Kirby games of all time. Another game we already know about would be Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming out in February, but something we don't know a release date for yet is Bayonetta 3. I do believe it will be coming out in 2018 as well, probably much later in the year, and that's because of the release timeline of Bayonetta 1 and 2. That should give people who might have already played the games and want to experience it again plenty of time to catch up with the series before Part 3 comes out, and it will also give new people to the series time to play through the first two and have the games fresh in their mind for the third game's release. Now, another prediction I have for the Nintendo Switch in 2018, which I strongly believe is happening, is a Smash port. I can't understand why anyone would be conflicted about this happening when we already know Smash isn't a game Nintendo would rush out, and they already have this perfect game with so many characters it's insane. All they would really have to do is change up some character skins, add some new stages, and maybe some different game modes, and you have an instant hit and a major console seller. It just seems like a no-brainer to me and a smart move on Nintendo's part. And while I'm on the subject of Wii U ports, I say bring them all over. Give us as many Wii U ports as we can take. The quality and amount of AAA Nintendo games on the Wii U is pretty impressive, and they're just sitting there in wait, and instead of dying in obscurity on the Wii U, fading away, they could easily be ported over to the Switch with a brand new install base on a console that has already outsold the Wii U lifetime sales before the Switch's first year is even over. Okay, now I must digress a bit. I know we don't need every single Wii U game ported over to the Switch, but there are some really great games that are hard to overlook, and Nintendo could use these games to fill in some of the empty gaps in months that don't have many releases, and that could help keep the momentum going. The two biggest games, of course, being Smash 4 and Super Mario Maker. Both of those should absolutely come over in some sort of way, with extra content added in for a new and better experience. And of course, we've already seen Nintendo's willingness to do this in the fact that they already put out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and now we're getting Bayonetta 1 and 2 Collection. Another big prediction for 2018 I would have to make would be Pokemon in 2018. I believe Nintendo and Game Freak are going to do everything in their power to make sure this game gets released in 2018. And another game I think is possible is Metroid Prime 4, although I'm not as inclined to believe it will be releasing in 2018 over Pokemon, only because I don't believe Metroid is as big of a console seller as Pokemon, and Nintendo has already made some pretty big and bold sales predictions for 2018, which I believe are only attainable if they have another big year like 2017, and Pokemon would definitely be able to make that happen. I do believe at least one of these two games is coming out in 2018, and it'll probably be the one they end up announcing or talking more about at the January Direct. Everyone suspects they're going to have, and I'm sure they will. I personally believe they will probably talk more about Pokemon at the Direct, and Metroid Prime 4 will probably be showcased at E3. Now, the last big prediction I have is that a new Animal Crossing game is coming, and I think Nintendo will be revealing it at the January Direct, and it will be releasing sometime in 2018. They will most likely have some functionality with their new Animal Crossing Pocket Camp app, helping bolster that up, which would actually be a pretty nice feature and possibly help out Nintendo's new mobile gaming push. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, it's time for my final prediction of the video, and that is going to be that Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch are going to have a stellar year with so many more third-party triple and AA games being announced than we could have even imagined, whether it's existing IPs or brand new ones altogether. I'm personally very excited to see what Nintendo has in store for all of us. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all my future videos.